What separates a masterful performance from an unintentional comedy? Sometimes, it boils down to something as simple as a twitch of the lips. In today's hypervisual entertainment landscape, where every frame can be paused, clipped, and dissected by millions, even the slightest exaggeration can become immortalized as mockery. And when it comes to actors like Bai Lu and Wang Yibo, this fragile line between art and absurdity has become all too visible. From beloved screen idols to the center of countless viral memes, their journeys reveal a troubling pattern in modern Chinese television. When the mouth does all the acting, the story loses its soul.
And the audience?
They stop feeling and start laughing. Wang Yibo's rise to stardom was meteoric. His sharp looks, street-style charisma, and idol pedigree made him a magnet for attention. But beneath the surface of his breakout roles lies a mounting chorus of criticism targeting one particular habit: his excessive mouth movement. In dramas like Being a Hero and The Wind Chaser, Yibo's dialogue delivery often involves conspicuously wide mouth gestures. Sohu's biting commentary summed it up with brutal humor. It always feels like a pair of false teeth is about to fly out of Wang Yibo's mouth at any second. Beyond the comic effect, this flaw hints at a deeper issue: a lack of nuanced control over facial tension. Instead of letting emotion shape the performance, Yibo appears to rely heavily on physical effort to convey intensity. This breaks immersion and undermines the psychological complexity his characters are supposed to express. Furthermore, the lack of modulation between quiet moments and dramatic peaks creates a flat emotional landscape, leaving viewers either overstimulated or disengaged. This might sound like a joke, and that's the problem. Instead of evoking tension, sorrow, or intensity, his scenes risk becoming unintentional satire. His exaggerated diction distracts from the character's inner world, shifting focus to facial mechanics rather than emotional truths. And in an era where viewers can rewind and replay with the flick of a finger, there is no place to hide. Wang Yibo is not an isolated case. His style is indicative of a larger problem plaguing the new wave of Chinese actors: the reliance on lip movement, volume, and visible effort over subtlety and inner life. Renowned director Derek Yi, Dongsheng, issued a poignant warning during the show Everybody Stand By.
Don't act with your mood. Act with your eyes. When you act with your mood, your emotions stay on the surface. When you act with your heart, the emotions emerge from within. His words cut through the noise of idol culture. They are a reminder that real acting doesn't shout, it resonates. Unfortunately, in the pursuit of dramatic effect, many actors today miss the mark, mistaking loudness for impact and exaggeration for authenticity. This phenomenon reflects a performance culture that prioritizes immediacy over introspection. Many young stars, trained in dance or variety shows rather than drama, often equate expressiveness with exaggeration. They haven't been taught the power of stillness, the complexity of restraint, or the emotional truth behind silence. The camera, more than any other medium, punishes artifice and rewards sincerity. When every blink, breath, and pause matters, acting with the mouth alone is not only ineffective, it's jarring. And as audiences become more emotionally intelligent, their tolerance for surface-level theatrics dwindles. Bai Lu, the bright-eyed actress born in 1994, has long captured hearts with her youthful charm and striking screen presence. Yet, as her roles deepened, so did scrutiny over her acting techniques. Her expressive go-to move? A distinctive smirk, often used to convey irritation, skepticism, or dominance. But viewers have called it something else entirely: the petty villain grin. Whether she's playing a noble heroine or a misunderstood romantic lead, Bai Lu frequently leans on this expression, and it doesn't always land. What makes the smirk so problematic isn't just its frequency, but its tonal inconsistency. In emotionally loaded scenes, this facial habit short-circuits the gravity of the moment. It injects unintended sarcasm into sincerity and invites mockery where there should be empathy. This is especially damaging in period dramas, where character demeanor is bound to specific cultural expectations of grace and composure. Worse still, Bai Lu's reliance on the smirk has become so recognizable that it no longer serves the character but reflects the actress herself. When an actor's quirks begin to overshadow the role, suspension of disbelief collapses. The viewer no longer sees a grieving daughter, a vengeful warrior, or a hopeful lover. They just see Bai Lu smirking.
And that is a performance death sentence. In a medium where nuance is everything, one misplaced smirk can unravel an entire character arc. Perhaps more concerning than the smirk is Bai Lu's crying formula: wide open mouth, tightly shut eyes, and a high-pitched scream. This isn't a moment of vulnerability, it's an acting routine, and audiences have noticed. Scenes meant to evoke heartbreak often devolve into noisy spectacles that mimic pain without transmitting it.
The emotional coup is fehlforced, the RHY too predictable, and the performance too artificial.
The result? The audience is pulled out of the moment and pushed into mockery.
Dich ging deeper, the screwing style resembles stage melodrama ratatan screen realism.
On stage, big expressions can be necessary to project emotions across distance. But on camera, with close-ups capturing every micromovement, overacting breaks immersion. Bai Lu's crying lacks gradation. There's no build-up, no emotional journey, just an immediate plunge into hysteria. Real crying is rarely elegant, but it is layered, often silent, interrupted, even ugly. By skipping those layers, she delivers volume without veracity. What could have been a tearful connection between character and viewer becomes an exercise in second-hand embarrassment. Worse still, these moments are often clipped, shared, and ridiculed on social media, adding fuel to an already blazing fire of criticism. In today's fast-paced digital age, actors face a new kind of pressure. Not only must they impress in real time, but they must also survive the replay, the meme edit, the TikTok remix. Every overacted gesture becomes a potential punchline. Bai Lu and Wang Yibo, despite their fame, are particularly vulnerable due to the visibility of their exaggerated facial expressions. Their emotional overdrive has turned them into internet phenomena, but not in the way they hoped. Social media does not operate on context, it thrives on snippets. A single awkward grimace or jarring delivery can be severed from its narrative and go viral on its own merit. Once the audience begins to laugh at your craft, recovery becomes a public uphill battle. Worse, these viral clips shape public opinion faster than any positive review or award nomination. They become part of the actor's brand, inseparable from their on-screen identity. Once a scene is clipped and circulated for mockery, its original intent is lost forever. And no amount of dramatic lighting, swelling music, or heartfelt dialogue can undo the damage of a million laughing emojis. The answer is yes, but only with radical change. Both Bai Lu and Wang Yibo have undeniable potential. They possess screen magnetism, audience pull, and the opportunities that many actors can only dream of. What they lack, however, is restraint. The next step in their careers isn't another big-budget role or high-profile drama. It's training, mentorship, vulnerability. True emotional range doesn't come from jaw tension or theatrical shouting. It comes from listening, understanding, and letting the silence speak as loudly as the lines.
The greatest actors don't perform.
They become. At the heart of this conversation lies a deeper industry dilemma, the idol-to-actor pipeline. In China's booming entertainment scene, visual appeal and fanbase often overshadow acting fundamentals. When popularity trumps preparation, actors are thrust into emotionally demanding roles without the tools to deliver. Directors are pressured to cast faces, not talents. Production schedules are too tight for rehearsal. And audiences are left watching beautiful people struggle to embody believable emotions. The result? A screen filled with sound and fury, signifying nothing. So, where do we go from here? The solution isn't to eliminate passion, but to channel it more wisely. Viewers want to feel, not flinch. They crave subtlety over spectacle, sincerity over shouting. Bai Lu and Wang Yibo can still be the actors this generation needs. But it requires them to step back from the noise, resist the temptation to overperform, and embrace the quiet, honest power of restrained emotion. A single tear falling silently can say more than 100 screams ever will.
The mood nicht speak the lines, but the eyes tell the truth.
And in that truth lies the difference between being remembered as a powerful actor or a punchline. Bai Lu and Wang Yibo stand at a critical crossroads. They can continue down the path of performative excess, or they can rise, not by doing more, but by feeling deeper. In the end, it's not about how wide your mouth opens, but how deeply your performance resonates. This video is a critical examination based on publicly available performances and viewer responses. It does not intend to shame or diminish any individual. Rather, it aims to open a discussion about acting standards and artistic growth in the current media climate. Thank you for watching until the end. If this topic intrigued you, don't forget to
leave a comment below sharing your tukukts.
Like and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the entertainment world.
Hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Let's continue exploring the art behind the spotlight. Together.